Alright, what's up people? Such a lovely day outside, bringing y'all quick cook up and just the little things going on. Let's see, I got my truck back. We finally, whipping again, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna get into this beat real quick. I'm gonna open up FL Studio. Oh, hold on, got my do-rag on. Take my do-rag off, gotta be professional, you know what I'm saying? Oh my god, these joints are swimming. Oh, we're gonna do a different video. We ain't doing a beat breakdown. I'm gonna show y'all a wave video. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna just be... Shut up, birds. I'm just gonna be showing y'all and telling y'all the basics of what y'all need to start and maintain your waves. Also tell you what you don't need, because that's more important than what you actually need, is knowing what to do rather than doing too much. You know what I'm saying, if that makes sense. So, first thing you need is quite obvious. You need a brush. And right now I just have a wave enforcer. I can't tell you the model number, it got rubbed off, but I got a medium hard bristle brush. Alright. And what y'all need to look for in a brush is the bristle pattern, and you want that pattern to be in the box like a like a cubic kind of thing. Like it looks like a grid. You can't really see it, but everything, the bristles are neatly aligned in rows and columns. You see what I mean? So it allows for a consistent brush pattern. It gives you a consistent brush pattern. Long story short, the spacing is equal all around, so you're brushing the same no matter what direction you go in. You see what I mean? So that's number one. Number two, obviously, you need a do-rag. Now, this is not a silk do-rag, so please don't grill me. It's a polyester do-rag, but regardless of what it is, you need one. And what this does is just contain your hair so that when you sleep or when you exercise or when you're running or do whatever, your hair, stays laid down, all the time. Alright? And then, lastly, what you need is a sort of pomade or hair butter or grease or something along the natures of that, see what I mean? Or along the lines. And all this does is it gives you, one, some sort of moisture when you're brushing your hair, and two, more importantly, the hold. So this is what keeps your hair held down. It's like hair glue, if that makes sense, you know what I mean? So yeah, those are the three main things, and now we're gonna touch a little bit deeper and get into how to properly start your waves. Alright, so back to what you need. So first and foremost, like we said, you need a brush. Alright, now there's many type of brushes that you can use in the world, but what you need is just a simple brush. But when I say simple, I mean very complicated. So you want a brush with a nice grid pattern. This is a Diane D1000. I know y'all really can't see the brush bristles in detail, but this is a very coarse, extremely hard brush, alright? And then you already saw this one, the medium hard. But what you need, if you have my hair texture, which is a 4C or coarse hair texture, is if you're just starting out with, let's say you're starting out with no hair or very little hair, like a really short buzz cut, alright? What you want is, let's see, a medium or medium softish brush, alright? And once again, we got Wave Enforcer here. They make some of the best brushes, so you don't have to really guess. Wave Enforcer. Check them out. So the medium soft-ish brushes, or one with the soft side, it doesn't matter. But that's if you have short buzz cut type hair, you see what I mean? You need to figure out what kind of pattern you want. You could do just a regular 360, which is just down all around, or you can do it with a twist, or what I call 540 waves, which is kind of what I have. See, it has like a little twist to them. Or the 720, which I'm not going to get into because that's way too complicated. But once you figured out what kind of pattern you want, what you then need to do is start brushing and learn how to brush. Alright? To start brushing, everybody's going to go just straight forward and then touch the sides a little bit. No, you need to do the brushing evenly all around. So, you brush down, brush to the sides, boom, 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 all around, alright? But the key to the brushing is doing it consistently. And actually what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start brushing for you, because it's about my time to, you know, get my little session in. But you gotta brush the same all around. So what you can do to start out is do 20 brush strokes on each side that you got. I know I'm not gonna do 20, but you know, just so you understand. But you gotta brush the same everywhere you go. You gotta know the pattern of your head and stick to it. And see, I've been brush my hair for long enough that I know how my hair goes without me touching it. I know I'm getting real close to the crown. Right here where it looks like a bald spot, that's your crown. That's where you should start the rotation of your waves. So everything that you do should be around your crown. You see what I mean? Trying to keep that nice and neat and clean. So yeah. And I know I'm only touching on if you have like a short hair texture or short hair. If you have like thicker hair or like longer, thicker curls, you're definitely gonna need like a coarser brush. And what that does, that gets down to your roots and like pulls your hair down. It's gonna hurt, so do it gentle at first. But you want a hard bristle brush to get down to your scalp and pull everything and lay it down. Because that's all really waves are. They're just all your curls pulled, stretched out, and laid down. That's what the do-rag is. That's the whole combo. I can show you right now. It doesn't look like it. I have like a mini bush. You know what I'm saying? I advise that you have multiple brushes. Most people have like 2 or 3 brushes. I've kind of got like 5, well technically 6 because it's double-sided. But each one serves a different purpose. And I would advise getting every type of brush with every different type of brushing texture that they have. But just to break it down quickly how you want to brush, you want to use your firmest brush first. That's to lay down and pull your waves out. Do that for about 10 minutes, all right? Then your medium or medium hard brush for about 15 minutes. So that's 25 minutes right there, all right? And then with your softest brush, go ahead and go around your head for the most amount of time, for 35, 40 minutes, okay? Then this is to set the pattern in gently without digging up your scalp, because just think about it. If you use a hard bristle brush for an hour, you're gonna have some hair loss and some problems and pain. You know what I'm saying? So really alternate between the medium and your soft brush. These are your 2 most important right here. Alright, so next up, what we're going to quickly touch on, because it's important but it's not super necessary, is your pomade or grease. Alright, and what this does, like I said, it's like the glue to your hair. It helps hold everything down and moisturize it at the same time. Like, this is for a dry scalp. It's more like a grease. It smells pretty good. Yeah, it's like a greasy, well, it's a grease, but you know, it also helps with the hold, but not so much. And this is more like a pomade or butter, or thick butter. And this is more for holding and not so much greasy or shine or whatnot. So what you do, before you brush, of course, obviously, you know, get yourself a nice little, I'm not gonna put it in my hair because I already did it, but get yourself a decent amount, and you wanna rub it in your hands, you know, spread it all around. Actually, you know, whatever. Grab it, really. Spread in your hands, get it nice and even. Oh, this smells. You know, just start from your crown and go out. It doesn't have to be perfect coverage. I wouldn't put too much though, because then your hair will get greasy, and then you will literally grease out your do-rags in a day. But yeah, start from your crown area and just follow the pattern of your waves while you do this, all right? And before I start brushing, I just want to show you the first thing you should not do, or not use, I should say. Now, with thick hair, everyone's gonna say, you're probably gonna see something online, some waver said, oh, I just use a brush and water. Oh, I just use this in water, or like a little conditioner or whatever. Look at the texture of the hair. If they have coarse hair and they're saying that, they're most likely lying, okay? Because water and coarse hair, or light, very light conditioner and coarse hair, do not mix. Now, this is argan oil infused conditioner. Alright, this stuff is really good, smells amazing, it's really healthy for your hair, or makes your hair very healthy. It's water and cream and all kind of mess. It's like a little light butter. Not even really. Because I figured out really quickly that this will make you over curl. Alright, my bad. My camera died and I decided to go take a shower, let the battery recharge. But anyways, we were talking about over curling. And over curling is simply put just your hair, your curls, curling upwards instead of laying down. Duh, idiot. Of course it's curling. That's why it's called over curled. Duh. Anyways, so yeah, when your hair is over curling, you'll notice that when you're brushing it that your waves aren't being they're not laying down. And that's probably because a couple things happen. You either put water in your hair when you're a coarse hair waver like myself. When you put water in your hair, it makes your hair, it hydrates it and it springs it back up to life. When we're trying to hold it down, we're trying to press the hair, you know what I'm saying? Or you're using a conditioner that moisturizes more than it lays down. There's no properties that hold it down, no greasiness to it. Or you haven't cut your hair in a while. Your hair's growing too long and your brushing isn't effective enough, you know what I mean? So like, if your hair gets too thick and you're just trying to brush through it and you notice when you put on your do-rag or whatever, it lays down, you think you're okay, and then you wake up and start brushing, you'll notice it springs back up. That's over curling. You're over wolfing. That's actually what that is. You're over wolfing. And right now, I can show you, well, I already showed you, but I'm wolfing pretty hard right now, but I've learned how to manage and push through this wolf. This is my longest wolf, like about 6 weeks. But you gotta learn how to, one, brush properly and brush effectively, and then two, get your hair cut. There's no problem, with waves and whatnot. We all get all pent up and whatever when we see, oh, we gotta get our hair cut and we think we're gonna lose our progress. Cutting your hair is what gives you the progress, because what you're doing, how you build your waves is you brush with your hard brush, you get down to the roots. Listen carefully. Use your hard brush to get down to the roots. Alright? Then your medium to get like the in-between layer, and then soft to get the top nice and, nice and shiny and defined and whatnot. You do that for a couple weeks. That's your wolfing period. When your hair is just growing, you need to constantly be brushing every day. Like an hour plus. You don't have to do an hour, I don't. But you're constantly brushing. And then after about 4, 5, 6 weeks, you need to get a haircut. And what you're doing is you're cutting off the top layer of hair. Alright, you don't want to cut all the way down to, like a buzz cut. But you want to cut like get a 2 yard or 2.5 or something, cut the top layer off. And if you were brushing correctly, you know what I'm saying, the bottom layer that was closest to your scalp will still be wavy. And all we're doing is preparing our next cut. That's what all brushing is. Preparing our next cut so that it'll be crispy when it comes out. You see what I'm saying? That's really it. And right now I'm pushing it to the max. Like you can see, don't mind my little do-rag lines, but I'm really pushing it to the max. It's starting to over curl a little bit right here, but there, I'm getting my pattern right now. Before I was doing regular, like a little beehive, but then I decided to put a little twist to it. But yeah, that's really just the basics of waving. And then I guess the last little tip I can say, or a little thing I could suggest for y'all, is, you probably heard it before and probably doubted it, is the bag method. Now when I heard this, I'm like, a bag cannot give you waves. And that's actually correct. A bag, plastic bag like this, or any kind of plastic bag, cannot give you waves. But what it will do is that after you're done brushing and doing your 30 minutes to an hour, alright, you follow up with this plastic bag and just wipe your hair down. Like, I know it's, trust me, wipe your hair down, alright? Do this for like literally like a minute or two. Just go all around, wipe your hair down. I don't know what it is, but it compresses your hair and adds a sheen to it and defines it. And I use this like before, I use a bag especially before I'm about to like go out in public, and have my waves, make people seasick. I do this really quick just to get a last minute, because I can't wear my do-rag in public. I'm trying to stay above the, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, do that bag method. Just laser down, add shine, your waves will look ridiculous. But yeah, that's about it. Those are the little things I can think of right now. These are for little tips for beginners. So if you want, I can go more in depth on each subject, like the brushes and how to comb and do-rag and all that. I can go into depth individually on later videos, but this was just like a little precursor for anybody who's interested in starting waves, or you have coarse hair and don't know how to maintain it properly, not sending shots. But yeah, so if you like this, drop a like, let me know, and you know, but yeah, that's the video, and we'll catch y'all later. All right, let's wind this one up. Ugh.